ones always seems to be on the Sting Silver. The pliers. There we go. Out here today, looking to get into a few more of these small bass I've been around. Gonna see if they're hanging around, and I'm doing the same thing. And I haven't been here since last Friday, but I just want to see if there's still going to be fish hanging, and we'll see. There are a lot of weeds out today, so I'm going to try something a little more on top for now. Okay. You can see there's fish around, but we just got to fish through these weeds. We'll figure it out. Try something else. This time I dropped a popper on just to get away from those weeds. And I hooked up. I'm not sure if he grabbed the teaser or the popper, but generally they'll go for that teaser as it drops down. But he's coming in now. They seem to be a little bit bigger than the other day. So you took the teaser. Oh, it's a double header. That's pretty cool. Felt it was bigger. It's one. It's two. And we'll get them on their way. One at a time. One. And the big guy goes second. The weeds just try it again in this spot, so I put on a small Hopkins. It's just about the same as the Sting Silver there, except I got a slower drop, so I can work the jig a little higher. But I just had a hit, and we'll see. Maybe we'll get a hook up here soon. And we'll see what happens. Alright, I got hooked up. They're way out again. There. The ones I had earlier were a little closer, but I just had a hit. It was a bit out, and I just picked up this fish here. He's got off. Oh, there he is. The little guy, and he took the Hopkins. I like to stand over the water and just, in case they fall right in. This is a little bigger fish, or a double header. It feels bigger. Again, I'm casting way out, and this is the Hopkins Shorty I'm using right now, and it's about 1.5 ounce. They have a nice flutter. They drop slow, so. And the fish, most of them so far today, have been taking the lures. It's never good to limit yourself to one thing as a cyclist. He took, he's a teaser. I definitely would not fish without the teasers. I'd love to get out here with the fly rod, but the fish seem to be a little bit out right now. But maybe we'll try that tomorrow. That's a good guy. He's going to be a big, looks like a male. Let's get him on his way. I just missed another hookup, but usually you got a couple kind of thick, so if you went through a patch of fish and you miss one, sometimes one will follow right behind it, so that's just something to keep in mind. It seems to be not worth fishing closer in today. I'm not getting hits on the retrieve once I get inside a barn, so you save time probably if you reel it in quick once it gets over that bar there. You see, the sun is setting quick, so we only have so much time out here. But it's not bad fishing for the time that we put in today. We'll see if we get a few more before dark. Generally dark, the bite shuts down. These weeds I'm picking up are closer in. All right, now I just followed up and hooked up again. I cast about in the same area. I think I had a double header. I think I might have dropped one. But he's coming in again. I'm getting him mostly outside the bar there, the sandbar. Did he fall? Nice. I think I lost him. No, he's a little guy. You got him. I had a double header and then took the teaser again. But those are fish you'd be missing without the teaser. But it's nice this time of year in December, and you can come out and still rack up sea bass. Let's get back out. One thing you want to make sure is that with these small fish, is your hooks are sharp. The fish don't have a lot of weight behind them to set that hook, so it's really important to sharpen your hooks, and it'll really make a difference in your day. I think hooks are dull, you're gonna just drop a lot of them. You don't have the force that you would behind a bigger fish. It is important to make sure that all your hooks are sharp, big fish, small fish, but circles are another story. But those little fish, you got less force behind the hook. So it'll make a difference between hooking up on a kiss, or when the fish just kisses it, just make sure your hooks are sharp before you leave, or sharpen them in the field. Feels like it got a little more weight to them, but I'm getting them in now. I'm going to show you, I think Hybrid Chaser was asking about how I rig up the teaser, so I'm going to get them in and I'm going to show you quick. It's simple once you get to know that they're not the dropper. Again, this guy took it way out past the bar. Probably getting them 20-30 yards outside the breakwater there. Oh, we got a double header. I thought it was a little bigger. I tell you, this is going to be a big fish. This fella right here. He got off by himself. And then he's stuffed. They've been eating something out there. Make sure he gets on his way. There he goes. But it's really simple rig. I hook up. This is a 25-pound swivel. These are small bass, so everything is small. I think that's about 30-pound braided line. You just tie your preferred knot to your swivel, and about 8 inches down, I tie a dropper loop. A few inches, enough to accommodate your hook. You can make them a bit longer to the teaser, but that's just a dropper. It's a loop. You can do a surgeon's loop too over there. And then I have my swivel. But I'm glad I brought the Hopkins today, because it's giving me that slow drop, so I'm staying away from the weeds. The sting silver drops a little quicker, so it's hugging the bottom or grabbing them weeds. Well, this I could hang in there. This guy hit this really hard.
See if we can grab a few more.
I had a hit right before him, so they're pretty thick out there. You could throw anything out there, and then I'm pretty sure you hit them on just about anything. But when you find what works, you just stick to it until it ain't working no more. And you go back and forth. There he goes. Like today, probably have to change the battery soon. But like today, I started with this thing silver. I think I picked a few up on that. The weeds got really heavy. And there we go. The weeds, oh, we got off. The weeds got really heavy. So I went to the top water, but the fish were hanging a little bit on the bottom, probably doing what they do. And this put this guy on, and they seem to be really thick out there now. And I gotta change my battery. It's probably gonna go dead, but I hate changing a battery when the fishing is on. But we'll pause out here in a minute and change out. Maybe we'll have some bigger fish push in, I don't know. But we'll see. It's working out real slow. You don't get he actually took right after I had said that and turned the camera off. Alright, they are on the inside here too. After him, I better change our battery just in case we get something good. We don't want to miss it. This is fun, fast fishing. I wish I had the fly rod. It's a little bigger fish than the others. Not big by any means, but the biggest one yet. I think a lot of guys, they lip the bass, which is nice, but I prefer to not lip them, you know, because their jaws are like their thing. I got a fresh battery in. Let's change it. This seemed to push in. I had a couple closer in, but I cast it further out, and it's still out, way out. And before I changed the battery, they were right on the inside here. This might be a double ringer, I don't know. I'm bringing it in now. Oh yeah. When they're like that, you can probably just use a sinker, teaser, and a Hopkins. Hitting there's a bigger fish out east, but this is nice. You got the whole beach to yourself this time of year. It's going to happen, you know. But generally, when we fish, you know, we're away from the crowds and stuff most of the time, and we have our friends stop by. See that? That might be it. There's very few rules with these smaller fish. You can get them on any tide, wind, and whatnot. They do have one rule, generally, is a nighttime. It generally will shut down. So you got to get out in the day, bright sunny days, cloudy days, high tides, low tides, any wind you can imagine. As long as you can get them, as long as they're there, you'll pick them up, that's for sure. Just nighttime, the bite turns off, so we'll be heading out soon. And thanks as always for watching, and I hope you tie into some of these guys before this ends. Have fun out there.